Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to share with you the requirements of Rural Community Immigration Program, widely known as RCIP. Let's go ahead and understand what this program is all about. The link to the program has been provided here. You can see if you want to read more about this program, you can visit this link and read in detail. The main highlights I have already provided on this in this video. Uh, And yeah, it is already mentioned there. All the information provided in the upcoming slides is taken from the IRCC's website. Link to the information is provided above over here. Other than that, if you wish to discuss your specific case with us, you can book a paid consultation with us through our website or call or message us to book an appointment to understand more about this program. So what is RCIP? RCIP is a unique permanent residence pathway for international workers aimed towards filling important labor shortages in few communities in Canada. The RCIP has been designed for workers who have an intention to reside in the community over the long term. It's not like you just get your PR and you leave the community. You need to live there. You should have intentions to stay there for the long term. And if approved, uh, are granted the ability to apply for PR, as well as if you're approved, then you can apply for your PR, or you can get LMI exempt work permit to work in that particular community. The Rural Community Immigration Program is community driven, which is designed to spread the benefits of economic immigration to smaller communities by creating a path to permanent residence for skilled foreign workers who want to work and live in the selected communities. The RCIP targets rural and smaller communities across Canada, leaving the Quebec aside, offering skilled workers a pathway to get PR and LME exempt work permits. This pilot is a response to the persistent labor shortage in rural areas, where industries like healthcare, trades, education, and manufacturing struggle to attract and retain talent. Let's go further to the next slide. And if you want to understand the meaning of the community, the word community, it is here a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. This is the general meaning of this word. But in context of this RCIP program, it refers to a specific participating rural or smaller community that is eligible to attract skilled workers throughout the program. Okay, so if you're living in these communities and you want to apply for your PR, you can ask your employer. Maybe your employer is designated and they can help you apply under this program. Okay, even though if you're not working under any of these communities, maybe you're living in a foreign nation, maybe you're living in another province, but you find a job and your employer is ready to give you the job offer, then you can go ahead and apply for PR or maybe LMA exempt work permit uh, to move. But at the end, you should have intention to live in the community, and you should live there after getting PR also in that particular community. This is a list of all the participating communities. If you want to know more about the regions, you can go, just put the name of that community and you will see all the areas, nearby surrounding areas that come under that particular community. And these are the short, words of the provinces. This is Nova Scotia, Ontario. This is Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia. We have 3 areas in British Columbia this time. That's great. There are others also, but I'm in BC, so I'm looking at BC more. Let's go further. Okay, now let's see who can apply under this program. To apply for PR through RCIP, you must have a valid job offer from the designated employer in the community. Your employer must be designated in order to provide you the job offer. They need to contact the community and get themselves designated. Have at least 1 year of related work experience in the past 3 years. And other than that, have a Canadian education credential or the foreign equivalency for the same. Prove your language abilities by taking an approved test. Prove you have enough funds, enough money to support your transition and your family's transition into the community. Right? These are the requirements for the applicant. Moving further, let's understand in which tier you should have the work experience to meet the job offers requirement. You can be in tier 0, 1 to 3 if you have a job offer in tier 0 or 1. Your work experience must be in tier 1, 2, 3, or 4 if you have a job offer in tier 2. And if you are getting a job offer in tier 3 or 4, your experience must be in tier 2, 3, or 4. And only strictness is for tier 5, where if you have tier 5 job offer, only people who have experience in work experience in this tier 5, they have work experience, they can apply for the job offer. And that makes sense to me because it's very hard for tier 5 people to apply for PR. There are not many options open for them. It's good if these job offers are just kept for them only. Let's go further. There's an exemption to this rule that is for the healthcare workers. So if your experience is in NOC 31301, maybe you have worked as a registered nurse or registered psychiatric nurse in any country, that's tier 1, but you are getting a job offer in tier 33102, maybe a tier 4 job, home support worker, then also you can apply for your PR under this program. And I really, really believe healthcare people really deserve it. No matter what, you are a student, you are a worker, you are PR, you are a citizen, whosoever you are. If you are a healthcare worker, you deserve every special treatment because you're serving the community. You're doing a lot for the people. Thank you so much to all the healthcare workers. Let's go further. Here, okay, you don't need to meet the work experience requirement if you are an international student who graduated from a public post-secondary school in the community. An eligible credential means a degree, diploma, certificate, trade, or apprenticeship credential from a publicly funded Canadian post-secondary institution in the recommending community. So the study should be in the community. An eligible credential in a program of 2 years or longer. So your study cannot be less than 2 years. It should be 2 years or longer, and you studied full time for the entire program. Got your credential no more than 18 months before applying for PR. Were in the community for at least 16 of the 24 months while studying. So if you meet these requirements, you need not meet the requirement of the work experience. If you did a master's degree or higher that took 2 years or less and you studied full time for your entire degree, got your degree no more than 18 months before applying for PR, were in the community for the length of your studies. Either of these, if it applies to you, you can go ahead and apply without your work experience requirement to be met because you meet this requirement. All right. This exemption does not apply to international graduates if your credential is from a program where studying English or French made up more than half of the program. Distance learning made up more than half of the program. Like you were studying online and you were studying, most of the time you were not in the province. That does not, makes you qualify under this exemption. You received a scholarship or fellowship that requires you to return to your home country to use what you learned. So these three conditions, if you fall under one of these, then you are not, you cannot get that exemption where you can use your study towards your work experience, where you're exempted from providing the work experience requirement. So these are the approved tests for English and French. CELPIP, General, IELTS Journal, PT Core, TEF Canada, TCF Canada. These are the language tests that you need to have those results with you. These should not be expired. These tests are valid for 2 years. So if these are not expired, you can go ahead and apply with these tests or otherwise go book test and meet these minimum requirements. If you are getting a job offer in tier 0 or 1, CLB 6 is the minimum requirement. Likewise, for tier 2, it's CLB 5, and for tier 4, it's CLB 4. Moving further, you need to get your education assessed. And these are few designated organizations from where you can get your study assessed and get it checked if they are equivalent to Canadian studies or not. Now let's have a look on the funds you need in Canadian dollars according to the family members. So for the family size, you need to count yourself, your spouse or common law partner, your dependent children, your spouse or common law partner's dependent children, include your spouse or common law partner and all dependent children if they are Canadian citizen or PRs or not coming to Canada with you. You need to count everybody, whosoever is in this list in your family size. And this data, this is the most recent data. The video is made on 23rd April 2025. As of now, it is at the IRCC's website, but it could change. So please check the requirement when you are applying for your PR under this pilot program. Going further to the next slide. Before you apply for PR through this pilot, you need a job offer, and each community has designated certain employers to make job offers. Check their website to see the list of designated employers, and these are the participating communities I showed you in the beginning. And this is the list once again. And further, you need to get a community recommendation. Once you have a valid job offer from the designated employer, they will send your community recommendation application directly to the community to review, right? Communities will check to make sure your job offer is in a priority sector occupation and the offer is real. This is very important. You meet all the requirements for the pilot. If they decide to recommend you, you can apply for your PR. And this is the end result we all want. And thank you so much for listening to me today. I will be bringing more such informative videos uh, on various programs. Subscribe the channel and keep listening. And thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.